Today I'm going to be doing yet another under eye corrector review. I have done quite a few of these on my channel. I have reviewed the BECCA, the Bobbi Brown, I've reviewed the Charlotte Tilbury color corrector, and let me tell you what, I am a good candidate for these reviews because my under eyes are just pretty freaking dark naturally, genetically. Today, I'm finally bringing you guys an affordable drugstore option. So I'm going to be reviewing the LA Girl Pro Conceal color corrector, and it was literally $4.99, very affordable. So I'm hoping this does a trick and this could be a good dupe for maybe one of the other higher end options that I love. And I'm going to be comparing it to the BECCA Cosmetics under eye corrector, because I feel like this one's pretty popular. They're pretty similar in color. I actually have one on one eye and one on the other eye today, right this second. I don't know if you can tell which eye has which, but that's what we're gonna be testing. I will be doing a wear test, checking in to see how they wear and whether or not we found an affordable option. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. And now let's get in with the video. Hello, me and Toby. He just jumped off and he's about to jump on my freaking desk. I'm over it. I can't handle it. Okay, hello, I'm here with yet another under eye color corrector video for you guys. This is gonna be my fourth installation on this channel. So today I'm reviewing my first drugstore under eye corrector, and I'm very excited about it. I'm hoping that this works well, that we can find an affordable alternative. I actually, funny enough, I've used this color corrector back in the day, but I used it in the orange corrector. This was back when color correcting just became a thing. I feel like everyone was just using bright orange correctors, even if it made no sense for your skin tone. So it obviously didn't work for me back then, but I'm excited to use this color. It's called the Cool Pink Corrector. Sorry, Toby is just being crazy. Toby! He's not very happy. So I'm actually going to be reviewing this corrector. I'm going to be reviewing this corrector and comparing it to the BECCA corrector. I chose just to see if it can compete with a high-end price point. I really do love the BECCA and the Charlotte Tilbury correctors. It's kind of a toss-up which ones I like more, but I went with the BECCA because I feel like the color's a lot more comparable, so it'd be a more fair test. And I also feel like the BECCA is probably more common among you guys. Maybe more of you have it in your kit. If you have that and you like it, and we find out that this is a good maybe dupe or lower end option, then that would be a win-win. And honestly, this is like the cheapest corrector I could find. Also, I'm sorry you have to look at me without makeup again. I don't want to look at myself without makeup on camera anymore either, okay? I'm sorry. Here it is. Here is the LA Girl corrector. I'll tell you what it says about it. It is $4.99 on Ulta. This camouflages blemishes, corrects color or highlights and contours, and it's a lightweight formula that provides a buildable long wear coverage, featuring a lightweight creamy texture, long wearing crease resistance formula, and it has 0.28 ounces for $5, just rounding up. Comparatively, I have the BECCA corrector here that we all know and love. I was very concerned when I saw that BECCA was going away, but luckily Smashbox picked it up. So this is $32 and it has 0.15 ounces. So it's more than 6 times the price and about half the amount of product. So that is quite a difference already. And this is in the shade light to medium, which I see that they don't have available anymore on the site. So I would think that this is just the fair / light shade renamed under Smashbox. And this says it's a full coverage formula used to brighten the look of dark under eye circles. It color corrects dark circles, deflects light away, and it's a flexible color correcting cream that smooths skin around the eyes, and it creates an even base for concealer. So they both claim to be full coverage. I'm interested to see how they compare, and I'm very excited. Here they are right next to each other. As you can see, I feel like the color is pretty comparable. This is definitely the best comparison I could get. Here is the BECCA. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker and more hydrating of a formula. And here is the LA Girl. So the LA Girl is a little bit brighter than the BECCA, and it has a
bit more of a dry down compared to the BECCA. The BECCA will stay pretty much like this, whereas this will dry down. But here they are side by side. You can see this one has a really good amount of coverage. So this looks promising.
I am going to apply the BECCA under this eye and the LA Girl under this eye. I'll start with the BECCA because, you know, I'm just gonna save the best for last, maybe, because I'm excited to use LA Girl, so I'm gonna save that. So zoom you in. I have concealer on my nose because I am Rudolph today. It's that time of the month. Lovely. For BECCA, I just apply it with my finger. Here it is on my fingy. And do it directly under my eyeball. I just love this. I feel like it does a really good job of hiding dark circles without making your concealer crease on top. If you don't have really dark circles like I do, you could probably use it in place of concealer, but I am not lucky enough to be able to do that. So here is the BECCA under eye corrector compared to my eyes with nothing on them. As you can see, it does a pretty good freaking job. And I have no bad things to say about this. So I'm now going to put on the LA Girl under eye corrector. Here's what the applicator looks like. It has a brush tip built into it. It's quite different. If you don't like applying things with your fingers, maybe you would like this, or if you don't like reaching into jars and getting it all under your fingernails, this could be a pro for you. But I am just going to apply with my finger, just like I do my BECCA. I'll wipe off my finger first, and let's see. So here it is when it comes out. I'm just gonna put a little bit under my eye. Honestly, I don't know how much. I'm not squeezing anymore. I'm just applying what came off just then. So that's what we're looking like. I'm going to blend it, obviously. We're right off the bat. This definitely feels like a drier formula. This honestly feels more like a concealer consistency. This one is a lot creamier in texture. This one feels like a lightweight concealer, a lightweight, more drying concealer. Not bad as far as color. Here is what the two look like side by side. So we have the BECCA and we have the LA Girl concealer on this side. Let me take a look. Honestly, I feel like the colors are pretty spot on. I'll do a hand swatch in a second, but as far as color goes, I feel like they're pretty comparable. I'm getting excited, guys. This one, definitely a different experience applying it. This one's a lot creamier. You can see underneath my eye, it just has like a shine to it that this one does not. So maybe if you have oily skin, just guessing, this might be a better option. As far as color cancellation goes, I feel like they're both doing about the same job. They're just a different formula. So I'm now going to apply concealer on top of this, and then we will see what we're looking like. But I'm excited right this second, guys. I am now going to conceal with my Hourglass concealer, which is my favorite concealer. I use like every day whenever I put on concealer, and it's in the shade Cream. And then I'm going to set it with my Hourglass Veil powder. So I'll link all the makeup I use down below, even if I don't show it on camera, but I'll have everything linked as well as these under eye correctors down below. But so far, I know I'm like a broken record at this point, but honestly, I feel like this one could serve better as a concealer replacement. Just, now my dogs are being crazy. Just texture-wise, unless you have dry skin, this may be better. So I'm gonna apply concealer, try to do the same amount on both, set it, and then we can reconvene and see how they're looking compared to each other. Here's what we're looking like. I feel like it's pretty comparable right this second. I do crease pretty freaking quick, so I'm gonna set it before that happens. I just like to get rid of any creases with my fingies. So here is what my under eyes are looking like immediately after powder application. I'm not sure, I feel like my under eyes are both the same amount of darkness. This one might be a little bit deeper set, don't know. Haven't gotten it diagnosed, so I don't know if that's making things unfair. I feel like they're pretty even, but you let me know. I would say they're pretty equal color-wise and coverage right now. It really is a waiting game to see how this wears, how it wears off, if it creases. So that's what we'll be looking for today. But right off the bat, I feel like they're pretty comparable, which is exciting for all of us folk out there who don't want to spend 32 bucks on a concealer or an under eye corrector. So I am going to finish up the rest of my face and then I will reconvene with you guys after that. So here is what I'm looking like immediately after finishing my makeup. Honestly, I don't see too big of a difference between either of my eyes. They both have about the same amount of coverage, and honestly, both of them about the same amount of like dryness. So I wouldn't say either of the under eye correctors are more drying as of now. We're gonna see how this wears. This is exciting. I feel like I don't look too crazy. I'm gonna be out in public today and it doesn't look like I have two different under eye correctors on. So I will be checking in with you guys periodically throughout the day so we can see how they're wearing, and then I can give you guys a conclusive recommendation at the end of the video. Hello, so it's actually already been 6 hours. I can't believe it's been that long. The day has flown by. Here's what my under eyes are looking like. And I'll do it without the light too, just in case that makes a difference. Things are getting crazy around here. Honestly, feel like they are pretty freaking comparable. They look like I'm not wearing anything different on either eye. I feel like there is like the slightest bit of more creasing underneath the Charlotte Tilbury eye compared to the LA girl eye, which would make sense because the Charlotte Tilbury is a lot more emollient. Here, a little bit of creasing is not present on this eye. Other than that, I feel like they look pretty much the same. I feel like they're wearing about the same, that's a big statement. I don't know, guys. That's how we're looking. 6 hours in, so it's looking promising. I will check in with you guys later for a final check-in though. It is currently 7 p.m. and I've had this makeup on for 9 hours now. And I had to do my check-in by the Christmas tree because it's December. Happy December, everybody. I've had this Christmas tree up since before Halloween. So here is what my under eyes are looking like now, 9 hours later. So this is the side with the BECCA Cosmetics. And then this is the side with the LA girl. So I have a mirror here and I feel like looking at them, we're gonna try all angles. Honestly, they look pretty much the same. And just like at the 6 hour check-in, there is more creasing on the BECCA side than there is on the LA side. So I'll show you, there's some creasing around here. And there is still a little bit creasing, but not nearly as much on the LA girl side. As far as coverage goes, I feel like I'll put a comparison from the start of the day to now. I feel like as of right now, they both look the same, but caveat, I feel like we started off worse with this side at the beginning of the day and now they're like equal. With all that being said though, I do feel like they are about the same, and if you are looking for a good under eye corrector, you've been wanting to try out the BECCA, maybe you don't want to spend that amount of money, LA girl would be a good way to go. Maybe just to try out, dip your toes into the under eye corrector world. You could try out the LA girl, see if it works for you, and if you like that, if you just want to spend a lot of money, then you could try the BECCA. I can't really argue it, guys. This side just creased a little bit more. They look about the same coverage wise, but this side creased more. That's it. I feel like they are both pretty freaking comparable at the end of the day. There's a teeny bit more creasing in the BECCA than the LA girl, which I feel like we could have guessed considering the BECCA was a lot stickier of a formula than the LA girl, which is a lot more dry right upon application. Honestly, I would recommend either of them. It's not like the creasing is severe with the BECCA. If you have drier under eyes, drier skin, I'd probably recommend the BECCA, whereas if you have maybe normal to oily skin, I would recommend the LA girl. But honestly, no matter your skin type, I feel like if you don't want to spend
the extra money on BECCA, you'd be just fine going with LA Girl. I don't know. I can't say I'm gonna stop using my BECCA because I have the pot I currently have plus a backup one, so I have a lot to go through. I'm not just gonna get rid of it, and I have been using it over the last couple years and it's never failed me, so like nothing against BECCA, but I just think that the LA Girl is just as good and could be a very good dupe and cheaper alternative. That's the real tea, guys. I can't believe it, but that's the tea. That's the vidya. If you liked it, please make sure to like and subscribe. I upload videos every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you know where to find me. I will have everything linked in the description below. Let me know if you guys have any other under eye correctors you want me to review. I can do like comparisons, or I can just do a full-fledged review for one particular one. Let me know. This is becoming my thing because I was born with the ability to make these because of my eyeballs. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Peace out. Bye, haters. Peace. Also, can we just admire the Christmas time? Toby said yes. We can admire it.
Flakes falling down, it's Christmas time.